Hey guys, Terry Beefcake Reeves, just tackling the 2021 and up Morimoto taillights tonight. This should be a pretty simple process. We're going to walk you through it. On the back side of the truck, what you'll see two bolts, one upper and one lower, which we've already pulled out. These are 8mm bolts, come out pretty quick and easy. That's all that holds your taillight on. After you pop those two bolts, you'll just pull the taillight. It comes right off. Sometimes you got to wiggle it a little bit, but pretty simple. And then you'll pull these two plugs off right here, and it frees up your taillight, as you'll see here. If you've got the blind spot monitoring, you'll see this back here. It features 4 Torx 20 bits. So you'll just need to remove all those, and then you'll be able to pop your bliss module out if you have one of the sets for the bliss module. Next thing we're going to do is pop these 2 light bulbs. You're just going to need to give a small clockwise rotation, and they'll pop right out. Just pop both bulbs out, and then you'll be able to pull the module. The most important thing when popping the module out, so you remember which way it goes back in, this is the top of the tail light up on the upper side here, and you'll see you slide upward towards the top of the light. That way you know how the bliss module goes back in. You're going to slide it down towards the bottom. Removing the bliss module is as simple as popping these 2 clamps, one here and one on the bottom, and then you just slide it forward towards the top. One other thing to make note of, the plug side is on the bottom. So when you're putting these back in, people get ahead of themselves. You forget which way it goes. So again, the plug goes towards the bottom side. So now we're going to plug this in and simply pop it back into the new module on the Morimoto taillight. So we plugged in the module, and then we just clip it into place by sliding it again, plug side to the bottom. Now we're going to insert back into the taillight. And again, we'll use the Ford Torx T20s. Now that we've pressed this in with the wires out of the way, again, we're just going to use these 4 Torx bits to tighten that up. You'll see that the Morimoto comes with 2 different harnesses. Since we have the blind spot monitoring, you see we have 2 plugs, and then you have your 2 plugs over here. If you look at the harness, you'll see one is 2 plugs to 1 or 2 plugs to 2. So this will be the plug that we'll be using since we do have the bliss. You have your larger plug, your smaller plug, and then it'll go to the 2 factory plugs. These taillights are plug and play. It doesn't matter if you have the blind spot or not. These taillights are going to work for you. We're going to clip in the first plug now. The second tab you'll see has the push lock on it. So we're going to go ahead and put that down in there. You'll hear it clip in, and then you put your little red clip down. Now that we've got it ready to go, it's going to be as simple as putting these 2 plugs back in, and then the 2 screws, and then we're done. Again, you'll just match up the 2 colored plugs, and again, light to light, dark to dark. The one thing you'll notice is the 2 alignment tabs. Those go in right there, and then down at the bottom. So you want to put those in first, just to get the tail light set, and then you'll put the 2 bolts in the front. Now that we've got the tail lamp set in place, again, 2 screws, and we're done. Before completing the second side, we always recommend doing a quick test. All right, they appear to be working. So let's get the other side done, then we'll go check out our blind spot, make sure it all works. Okay, so now you've seen the lights on. That's with the foot on the brake. Turn signal. There you go, looking pretty good. Oh, let's do backup. Now you got your backup light integrated there. Looks pretty good. Pretty simple install, really less than 30 minutes. And that's, you know, even for someone that's not very experienced, you shouldn't have too many issues there. Again, beefcakeracing.com for all your F-150 Mustang or late model performance needs. Hit us up.